Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Who's my favorite player, though?
Now ETN to start the drive. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey, center.
Now Lawrence. Complete, it's Dotson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a chance first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and then some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And the Jazz are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and could you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an open.
So you gonna turn all the way around for it? Where you at?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
I'm ready.
And a good return as he'll be
I was about to say, I mean, you could wait, like, and you want to come back to where you can.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you nothing, nigga. It's your shit. Shit, Hollywood. I'm gonna just start in Hollywood and work my way down.
I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll run with Etienne. And getting this chest shot in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for
playing the game right now, and I'm going to say like that.
Hey, Lion!
They go play action with Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Highland.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10.
Let's get set.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Gun. Dot. Big 13.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's good again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll bring it up a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yards.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that was caught downfield by Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 38 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Bengals at 10-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down to about the 37, well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
11 Thomas. 11. Here we go. 11 empty.
From midfield now, Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
11, Thomas.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in his first half.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go. Right in.
Now it's Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go. Right 80. Right side. 12. 11. 12. 11. Behind.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashal Tootin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT, 11
And the
MT.
points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, 42 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On red. Silver.
He'll look to ETN to start things out. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Hey. Come on, this is hot.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
The Jaguars first down.
straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Bengals' 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, Ron!
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashil Turton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And it is caught. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
18-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Wide 80.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Brings up
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. Still going. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jahan Dotson, 87 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Gain of 14 yards.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
First down. First and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to have the hookup here to Chase. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another Bengals first down.
Gun.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get set. 11. 180. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Bengals first down.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Bengals 35.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
On 1, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's taken in by his big tight end. He's got a first and maybe more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now he's loose again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashal Tutin, 51 yards. And the Jaguars extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. Stop.
To throw, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and drop it on me.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's He's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right 80.
Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to cut another down.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
11, mighty. 11, 11.
Throwing, Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. Pulled in by Brown toward the sideline. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety foul.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that put...
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, toot up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happening.
Should have scored. Should have scored.
Yeah, she has some stuff that she didn't play with. She was playing with. I mean, stuff that he didn't play with. She's playing with.
So the nigga, he should have scored. That fourth down, I know.
Like, what are we doing right here?
They're actually a lot of shit.
He told me.
When you got it to 4th and 1, I said, all right, because I'm driving. See, now I'm looking, but I'm not really looking. I'm all right. I need your best offensive play call. I'm still driving. And then all I hear is shotgun. Bye, wild. To the Lord's keys. Wait, what? What the fuck is that?
I was expecting another defense. I wasn't.